Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nedved. Yamal. That's good defending in numbers. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that is out of play. Piqué. Messi, can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's Kamelu. Oh, terrible. In he goes again! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And this is... he's having a pop! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nesta can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. And this is Nedved. Nedved. That is great defending, so alert. Threads one in, now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, strongly challenged there. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Guti, cross needs to be good. And he's there to deal with it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Good ball, good take. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Messi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Schneider.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nedved with the delivery. Vitinha, no way through. Rijkaard. Brahim Diaz.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Knocks it into space. And the shot! And again! He's hit it first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Al Nassr have their third corner. He leaps for it! Oh, denied! brilliantly.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Diaz. Pull it. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Zanetti. Vitinha. Rijkaard. Chance here to counter. He's found the way through. Lofted in. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Unless truly have no need to panic, they can reassess at half-time.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Silvestre. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Hullet. Marcelo. Seedorf. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro makes the interception. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Guti. Here's a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Al Nassr really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Somewhat off target. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Vitinha. Guti is always looking to break lines. Nicely worked. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Annecy go in at half-time. A game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Changement. Le numéro 11. À sa place, le numéro 10.
Gets us going once more.
Attention, changement.
Annecy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's intervened well there. Played into space. Throw in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very bullish header! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's hit the post! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Anagata do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anagata still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Vitinha. Cruyff.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the shots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more at... Chance, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's a poor one. Brahim Diaz. Some resolute defending there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for options for movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Tries to thread one through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been cleared.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Zanetti. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now, can they get him away? That's beautifully weighted. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
We're looking at a different game now.
And Essie really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And here's Gullit.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? And this is Gullit. Tries a shot! And it's in! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Al Nassr leading now.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's cut it out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Zanetti looking for the far post.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. Cruyff. Ribéry. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Annecy lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for redress.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded. And he shoots! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Anagata are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Luis Suarez did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He's picked his way through, and the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Yamal. Neymar. Rijkaard. And this is Nedved. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. Nedved. Piqué makes the interception, and it's Vitinha. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And Del Piero!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Tries one from range! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Vitinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's gone looking for safety. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vitinha is offering a wry smile there.
Al Nassr have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Vitinha. In towards the back. Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again.